Hey, I'm Dan, I'm the butcher for Over Farm, and today I'm going to show you how to make the most out of a chicken. So when it comes to using a knife, the misconception is that sharp knives are dangerous, but when it comes to doing butchery, in fact it's the opposite. You need to have a sharp knife because you don't want to be forcing the blade around through the meat too much, which is more likely when you're going to cut yourself. If you have a sharp knife and it's clean, it allows you to perform safer cuts when it comes to butchery. So all I'm doing now is I'm just removing the wings and the knuckles from the bottom of the legs. This is just something that we're going to chuck into the stock pot at the end. And now we're going to take the breasts off, which is a little bit of a tricky part, and if you're going to cut yourself, this is probably going to be the point where you do it. So keep your hands out of the way, and you're just going to imagine a line straight down the center of the breasts, which would be there, and then you're just going to go to either side of it, all the way down until you feel the blade stop on the breastplate, down to the wishbone, and then you're going to come down at a bit of an angle, like so. And once you've done that, you then just work your way down the side of the bird, following the seam, you can see it, down till you get to the bone, and then through like that, nice and easy. And again on the other side, watching your hands where you cut, making sure you're not underneath the blade, down to the wishbone, and then work yourself down. Now the legs, you kind of want to flip the bird over and then push the leg behind it. You'll feel a little popping noise. And then you're just going to follow the lines underneath. It's very obvious and you can see it. Through the joints, back down like so. And again for the other side, pop the joint out. Makes it a lot easier to remove it once it's out. And just to make it a bit easier to fit into the stock pot, you can just split the bone through like that. So now let's have a look at what we can do with one of the cuts we took from the bird, which is the legs. Ideal for the summer, ideal for the barbecue, nice bit of fat coverage, works really, really well. One of my favorite things to use at the moment is Tubby Tom's range. You cannot compare with it. So intense, the flavors, they work really well, and he's got a huge range going. So now I'm going to show you what I do with the legs for the summer and the barbecue using one of his products. I'm just going to put some score marks into the legs just to allow the rub to get in there a bit better. So what you ideally want to do is do this 12 hours beforehand, allowing time for all the flavors to get into the meat. So what I'm actually using is Tom's Mother Cluckin'. Really cool little name to it, quite quirky. He's done that with his whole range, but it is his signature poultry seasoning. See, what I would do is I would roll it in the rub like this, make sure it's in there in all the cuts, make sure it's in there properly. And then I would wrap this now nice and tight in cling film, and I would put it in the fridge overnight. And I would leave that then until the following day, and then I would get it out and put it on the barbecue. Now you see that, it's all twisted up, looking good. Okay guys, so that's it really, nice and simple, something different to bring to the table. Good idea there for the barbecue for the summer. And again, if you've got any questions or need a hand with anything, send us an email or just pop on in with friendly faces and we're here to help.